Hello and welcome to Gender Balancing right here on CTV, your number one online channel. I am Samuel Ukata, your host on the show today. Well, Gender Balancing, it's a program where we bring and discuss on board gender sensitive issues, and of course, as presenters, we share our opinions on those issues as it affects us gender wise. On this beautiful note, I welcome you all to the program Gender Balancing. Well, on this episode, we'll be looking at a very interesting and, of course, emotional post which we'll be bringing to you all right after this timeout. So please stay with us. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back once again. It's still the program Gender Balancing right here on CTV, your number one online channel. Well, today, before the break, I told you all that we have a very interesting and yet emotional post which we would like to share with you all, and of course, we prefer our own perspective on it. Although those perspectives that we would be sharing with you all is not and should not be viewed as who we are, but it's just what we think on this post. Well, I won't be talking alone because I know you all might be thinking if I'm the only one in the studio. I'm actually being joined by my co-host in person of Funke. Funke, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good to be doing this with you. Well, for the first time anyway, so let me put it that way.
Likewise.
Yeah, and I hope the show is going to be very much interesting because I'm doing this with you this time. Well, we have a post that we really gleaned from social media, and of course it's been generating a whole lot of reactions and counter reactions, and we'd like to discuss that and then jump at it and also share our opinion as it affects us. Would you mind I read the post, or do you want to
I don't
read?
mind.
Okay, so the post actually says, one of the posts says, guys, how do you all get over heartbreaks? How do you move on from it? Excuse me. I can't even concentrate at work. It is really bad. I don't deserve this. This is one of the first posts this user actually uploaded online. Let me read out the second one. The second one says, thinking it was because he was going through something, only for me to wake up one morning to see his anniversary post on his status. The girl is beautiful and classy. This guy never got me anything. Even the money even the money he promised me, he never sent, except the transfer I used in going to visit him. My heart fell into my stomach. I thought I was dreaming. He got her gifts and all. I am just 21 years old. What did I do to deserve this? This is emotional. Well, I continue. She says, why didn't he tell me he had a girlfriend? I need answers. He didn't even block me from viewing it or anything. I already deleted his number, his pictures, unfollowed him. It's been months and I still can't get through it. Some days I feel like it is what it is. Other days I feel I need answer. This is quite very emotional, I must say. And I feel that is the reason she brought this online, for netizens to be able to advise her on what to do, and for them to be able to give her some words on how she could be able to move on, because of course she's battling with all of those feelings, moving on, how to cope with it, what she has actually done to deserve this kind of treat. A whole lot is going through this lady. Before I share my opinion on this, Funke, as a lady, what's your reaction about this?
About the second post,
Yeah.
she said she doesn't know her own boyfriend, that's another boyfriend.
Okay.
And when he wanted to post her, he didn't even bother blocking her. on his WhatsApp
Yeah,
status.
so that she won't
So
see it.
definitely, it was obvious that he does not care about her.
That's
He does
true.
not like her. He does not love her.
That's
He
true.
does not care about her feelings.
Yeah.
He does not care about what she's going to feel, how she's going to react,
The heart breaks.
the heartbreak or anything. So he was intentional about the post that okay, probably if she sees this, she'll know what to do next. So when you find yourself in that kind of situation, you just have to rethink it and not, you don't let it, how will I put it? Don't let it get to you. Yes, don't let it get to you, because you're actually reasoning thinking that okay, if I was important to him, he would have done this. So you just see him like a non-entity the way I seeing you by not posting, by not blocking him before you actually post the girl.
All right, that's really nice of your own reaction. But then, I think before we even get to this point, I am even of the opinion, that why should she wait until all of these things are happening before
Because
she
she
gets
might have
to
seen the
know?
red flags.
Exactly.
That's the problem.
That's where I'm headed right now. Even before talking about all of those posts, I am saying as a woman, you're in a relationship. Of course, you're committed to that relationship, except you're not committed. If you're committed into this relationship, you're
Yes.
giving it your all. And when I mean your all, your time, your resources,
Your
everything
attention,
that
everything.
relationship needs.
Yes,
you
yes,
should be sensitive to every bit of thing you see in that
Every
relationship.
move he makes.
Exactly.
Even
And
from
if-
the talking stage, you would have seen red flags.
Thank you.
Let's talk of getting into the
Because for
relationship.
a guy to have gone to that extent, there should be signs in that relationship. You should have
Definitely.
called this guy to say, "Excuse me, there's something I don't understand. This is not how we started."
Yes.
So why am I
That
seeing
is
all
if she
of
has
these
not
things?
seen the red flags
She
before.
should. So if she's not seeing it, then what is she seeing in that relationship? What is her concentration, on? A woman is even more concerned in relationship than men.
Yes.
Men don't take it that serious, even though it's going to be very important to them later on. But women are always very, very, emotional about relationship. They don't want you to toy with their feelings. They want every time they spend in that relationship to count. Because
Yes.
of course they said, their days are numbered. I don't like using that word because it's a little bit harsh. But then it goes to show that every woman don't toy with relationships. So
Yes,
I'm beginning
yes,
to
definitely.
wonder where was her focus was, as in where was her concentration?
What about our instinct?
I mean, you just allowed everything played out before your before your very face, and you're surprised seeing that. No, you must have seen that.
Some red flags.
That's
Would have
this-
shown her some things.
Exactly, you must have also noticed that this guy,
From his reaction.
this guy is not committed in this relationship. This guy is disconnected somehow. This guy is not, as intact as he was when we started this relationship.
Yes.
And call him to order to say, what is happening? Is it that you're no longer finding this relationship, okay? Is it something I did
They
that
need to
is
communicate, but she didn't do
exactly
that.
nothing? All of a sudden, and again, the guy is not even taking good care of you. And you notice
Just transport.
he doesn't give you. I'm not saying that in that instance that guy is responsible to his expenses or to his needs. No, but to a great extent, if you're in a relationship with a girl, you know that quite alright. Even if the girl is working, you ought to assist her one way or the other, right?
Yes.
But you're not getting this as a girl. You're also seeing signs that obviously means red to you, and you should have called yourself to order. You didn't do all of that.
You just
So,
kept quiet.
I mean,
And
so
now we are
what do you
surprised. Why are you
expect?
surprised?
What do you expect? The guy might have been giving you those. Maybe the guy is not even matured enough to tell you, you know what, I'm fed up with this relationship.
Yes, I'm not
Or
interested.
there's something you did that is really pissing me off. So I'm not really myself when I'm in this relationship with you. Then at that point, you have to now discuss it. If it's something that can be, amended. But nothing of that.
It might actually be a plot twist that he already has that girlfriend before she came in, and she's not seeing the red flag.
Well, nobody knows. We're just
That's the
talking
plot twist.
We're just talking based on what
Yes,
have
what
played
we
out.
see.
Of course, that girl whom the guy got didn't just come in the blue.
Definitely.
He must have been nursing that feeling, but not knowing how to tell this girl. And of course, even the girl in question, I don't know where her mind was. You should have also spotted it to know that there's something, funny happening right now or
Yes.
right in this relationship that needs
She
to
was
be
not
corrected.
sensitive enough.
Nothing of that sort. So I'm kind of blaming her. But if she's of the feeling that nothing of that signs,
Happened from
played
the
out,
beginning.
then I will not blame her. Maybe the guy just, hide everything from her
That's what I'm
and just
saying.
played along.
Yes.
But of course, for the guy, because I'm a guy too, I really don't feel happy about such, attitude coming from the guy, because of course you're making it look like every other guy should
Are
be
the same.
should be viewed in that manner, because what you have done is not something that is really really advisable, something that is really should be expected from anybody. If you
At
don't
all.
like this girl later on, not in the instance, you should have told this girl that, you know what, my feelings for you is no longer there. I just have to pull
No need
out.
to deceive her again.
Yes, don't deceive her, because of course, time is of the essence to her. Don't deceive her. Find a way and discuss that with her. It might bring about heartbreaks, it might bring
Yes.
about some sad feelings, but with time, she
She'll
will
get
heal
over
up
it.
and she will move on. Instead of waiting until the whole
And
thing
wasting her
becomes
time.
so obvious. Yes, of course, time has been wasted, but why wait until everything becomes obvious? And of course, like you said, putting it out there without considering her feeling speaks a whole lot about this guy.
Yes.
It's really not advisable. I won't subscribe that. I will not tell any guy out there to go that route. If you don't like
At all.
anybody,
Just
be
let them
bold
know.
enough and tell them, I don't want you anymore. Is there a way we can, just go our separate ways? It will help both parties. That's what I feel. But the reverse is the case. We see a lot of funny posts like this, and it gets our minds really twisted, and we start thinking a whole lot. Aside her own attitude, what else do you think about this guy? Looking at the fact that he did this
Yes.
at a wrong time, when you've even gone far in your marriage with that same person. What do you think about such a person?
What I think about him, he's not responsible.
Wow.
He's not a responsible guy. Because if he was responsible, he won't do that. He wants to take responsibility for all his actions. And he's never ready to do that. For him to blow it in our face.
Yeah. Anyway, like you said, such a person is not responsible, and it really speaks volume of him. But I just feel that he should find a way and discuss it with this girl,
Yes.
because the milk has been spilled already. There's nothing you can do. You've already moved on as a guy, but the girl is yet to move on. Call her, talk to her, encourage her, and apologize for whatever you've done. Of course,
They'll go their separate ways.
yes, it's better than just keeping mute and just feeling that the girl will see it, the girl will get used to the situation and move on. No, it's not that way. Anyway, so that's what this post has to offer us today, and we've just shared our own opinion on it, or our perspective, how it affects us individually, and how it also affects people generally when they get to see this kind of post.
Yes.
This is our offering for you today. We hope you really enjoyed every bit of this episode, and of course we urge that you stick around same time next week for yet another interesting post where we on screen and share with you people's experience about life, about relationship, about everything they go into or find themselves doing. Until we meet again, I am Samuel Okata.
I'm Ademwe Funke.
We're saying bye for now.
Bye.